Urban life can go from normal to nightmare in a matter of minutes. 1 minute, you're grabbing coffee downtown, and the next, the world is flipped upside down. Sirens wail, smoke clouds the air, and you find yourself trapped in the middle of a violent riot. This isn't just a worst case scenario, it's happening more and more across the globe. Are you prepared? Today, we're diving deep into the hard-hitting, must-know tactics for surviving urban chaos, from understanding the first signs of trouble to outlasting a city lockdown. Number 1. Reading the signs before it's too late. The first step to surviving any crisis is knowing it's coming. Riots and protests don't just appear out of thin air. They build up like a storm, with warning signs you can spot if you're paying attention. Social media, local news, and even casual conversations can provide early hints of rising tensions, political unrest, economic downturns, or high-profile court cases. These can all be precursors to urban chaos. But what if you're caught off guard in an unfamiliar city, or things escalate faster than expected? You need to become a human radar. Watch for sudden crowd gatherings, increased police presence, and businesses closing early or boarding up their windows. When the city starts to feel off, trust your instincts. Riots spread like wildfires, and they're just as unpredictable. Your ability to read the situation and act quickly is your first layer of defense, so stay alert. Number 2. When the storm breaks, immediate actions. When you realize you're in danger, it's time to move, and fast. But here's the catch. Running can make you a target. Panic draws attention. Instead, walk with purpose, like you know exactly where you're going, even if you're figuring it out as you go. This is where the gray man concept is crucial. Your goal is to be invisible, just another face in the crowd. Bright colors, flashy logos, anything that draws the eye, ditch them. If you can, keep a neutral jacket or hoodie in your bag for situations like this, and avoid the main streets. They're magnets for chaos. Instead, navigate through side streets, alleys, or even cut through buildings. Think fluidly, like water flowing across obstacles. For a full breakdown on becoming the gray man, check out our in-depth video link here. Number 3. Gear up for urban survival. If you're part of this community, chances are you've got a bug-out bag ready to go. But urban survival demands a specialized kit. Your gear needs to be compact, discreet, and most importantly, unassuming. Start with communication. Your phone might fail when you need it most, either from network overload, jamming, or simply running out of battery. A small portable radio for monitoring emergency broadcast is essential. Consider investing in a radio that supports multiple frequencies and is easy to carry. Water is your next priority. Urban environments can turn hostile quickly, and water supplies might be cut or contaminated. A compact water filter or purification tablets are must-haves. Even a small life straw can be a game changer when you need it. And let's talk protection. Tear gas, smoke, and debris can turn the air around you toxic. Keep a pair of safety goggles or swim goggles in your kit to protect your eyes, and a respirator or at least a bandana to shield your lungs. Sturdy gloves are also critical. They protect your hands from cuts, burns, and other hazards as you navigate debris-littered streets. In the description below, we've shared some of our favorite products that are economical for every budget. Check them out. Remember, looking tactical can be a liability. You don't want to stand out, so choose non-military, everyday items that blend into urban environment. A durable but nondescript backpack, a pair of running shoes, and a hooded jacket are your go-to gear. Your goal is to look like you're just another person trying to get home safely, not someone who's overly prepared or has something valuable worth taking. In this case, less can be more. Number 4, navigate and evade like a pro. In a crisis, technology can fail you. Dead batteries, signal jamming, or total grid shutdown can turn your smartphone into a paperweight. That's why you always need a backup, a physical map of your city. Mark multiple routes home, safe zones, and potential choke points to avoid. Remember, knowledge of your urban environment isn't just power, it's survival. When navigating through chaos, stick close to walls. They offer cover and can guide you through unfamiliar areas. Avoid choke points like narrow alleys or bridges where you could get trapped. And always be aware of what's above you. Rooftops and balconies are prime spots for attackers to rain down debris or worse. Move with purpose, but don't rush. Stay alert and don't let your guard down, even for a second. Number 5, handling confrontations with caution. Despite your best efforts, you might find yourself face to face with danger. Whether it's an angry mob, a police checkpoint, or opportunistic looters, your best weapon is your brain. The key is to stay calm. Panic only makes you vulnerable. Speak clearly, keep your hands visible, and avoid sudden movements. De-escalation is your primary goal. Don't argue, don't provoke, just get out of the situation as quickly and quietly as possible. If things turn physical, there's no shame in running. Remember, this isn't about being a hero, it's about survival. Use your surroundings, duck into shops, use cars as barriers, anything to break the line of sight and put distance between you and the threat. If you're looking for advanced confrontational handling tactics, check out our dedicated video on urban self-defense coming out real soon. So if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that notification bell so you can get notified immediately when it comes out. Let's move on. Number 6, finding and securing safe havens. When chaos erupts, knowing where to find safety can be the difference between life and death. Hotels are often overlooked but can be excellent temporary shelters. Many have backup generators, security, and multiple exits. Hospitals are fortified and stocked with supplies, though they may also attract desperate crowds. Parking garages and construction sites can offer cover, elevation, and multiple escape routes. But remember, no safe haven is foolproof. Situations can change in an instant. Have a plan B and even a plan C. Reinforce entry points if you can. And if you're staying put for a while, consider setting up a watch rotation if you're with others. Trust your instincts. If a place feels unsafe, it probably is. Before we jump into number 7, please smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest prepper strategies, tactics, and tips. Okay, let's move on. Number 7, long-term urban survival and fortifying your home. When chaos stretches into days or weeks, your home isn't just a place to sleep, it's your fortress. The first step is securing your perimeter. Start with your entry points, doors, and windows. Reinforce your doors with heavy furniture, metal bars, or even improvised barricades. If you have sliding doors, wedge dowels, or sturdy sticks into the tracks to prevent them from being opened. Windows are vulnerable points. If you don't have shutters, consider using thick plywood or even large pieces of furniture to block them from the inside. You can also use heavy curtains or blankets to prevent anyone from seeing inside. Visual concealment is just as important as physical barriers. Next, designate a safe room, a secure space within your home where you can retreat if the situation outside becomes too dangerous. This room should be stocked with essentials, water, non-perishable food, first aid supplies, and a communication device like a radio. Reinforce this room as much as possible. And if you're able, make sure it has a secondary exit. If you'd like to get more details on the kind of home improvements and upgrades for every budget, check out our full video here. Finally, control your visibility. At night, keep lights off or use blackout curtains to avoid drawing attention. If you must use lights, stick to low wattage or red filtered lighting that's less likely to be seen from the outside. The more invisible you are, the safer you'll be. Number 8. The Urban Gray Man, Mastering the Art of Disappearance. Blending into the background isn't just about what you wear. It's about how you move, how you act, and how you think. In extended urban chaos, your availability to become the gray man could save your life. It's not just about dull colors, it's about mimicking the energy and attitude of the crowd. If people are panicked, you should be too, but just enough to avoid standing out. Consider using urban camouflage. No, not military style camo, but rather subtle ways to look like you've been through the same hardships as everyone else. A bit of dirt on your clothes, messy hair, a tired expression. All these details help you blend in with the stressed population. The goal is simple. Don't be memorable. For a full breakdown on how to become the gray man, check out our video here. Number 9. Urban foraging and resource gathering. In a long-term crisis, your supplies might run low. That's when urban foraging comes into place. The city around you holds hidden resources if you know where to look. Parks and green spaces can provide edible plants like dandelions, clover, and wild herbs. They may not be gourmet, but they can sustain you when other food sources are scarce. Water is life, but it's also one of the first things to go in an urban crisis. If the municipal supply is cut off, you'll need to find and purify water. Rainwater is a reliable option if you can collect it. Set up makeshift catchment systems using tarps, buckets, or even plastic sheeting to funnel rain into containers. If you're in a high-rise, check water tanks, boilers, or even toilet tanks. Just remember to purify it first. In a pinch, every drop counts. Number 10. Interacting with authorities and other groups. During extended urban unrest, you're likely to encounter various groups, each with its own agenda. Whether it's law enforcement, military, or civilians forming vigilante groups, every interaction needs to be handled with care. With authorities, your best approach is cooperation, up to a point. Always have your identification ready and comply with basic requests, but avoid volunteering unnecessary information. Trust is in short supply during a crisis, so don't give them any reason to doubt you. When dealing with non-authority groups, de-escalation is key. Keep your hands visible, avoid sudden movements, and use a calm, non-threatening tone. Remember, your possessions aren't worth your life. If faced with looters or hostile individuals, sometimes the best strategy is to give up what you have and move on. Your primary goal is to survive the encounter, not win it. Number 11. Urban escape and evasion. There may come a time when staying put is no longer an option. If your home is compromised or the situation deteriorates further, you'll need to execute an escape plan. Urban escape and evasion requires more than just speed. It requires planning and adaptability. Identify multiple escape routes from your home, your workplace, or wherever you spend the most time. Avoid main roads. They're likely to be blocked or heavily monitored. Instead, consider side streets, underground tunnels, or even rooftops if you're in a densely packed area. Moving through an urban environment unnoticed is an art. Stick to the shadows and avoid well-lit areas. During busy times, blend with crowds, but always be aware of your surroundings. Keep your escape routes flexible. Choke points like bridges and tunnels can quickly become death traps. Practicing these techniques now before you need them will make all the difference when the time comes. Number 12, psychological preparedness. In any survival scenario, your mindset is your greatest asset or your biggest liability. Extended periods of urban chaos can wear down even the toughest individuals. Fear, stress, and isolation can lead to poor decisions, panic, or worse. That's why psychological preparedness is just as important as having the right gear. Mental resilience isn't just about staying calm, it's about staying focused and making rational decisions under pressure. Practice stress management techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or visualization. These methods can help you maintain clarity when everything around you is falling apart. And remember, creating a routine, even in chaos, can help you hold on to a sense of normalcy. Write things down. Keep a journal of resources and track changes in your environment. These small actions can make a big difference in maintaining your mental edge. Number 13, building a community in crisis. In a prolonged crisis, the lone wolf strategy can only get you so far. Building a community with trusted neighbors can significantly enhance your chances of survival. But this doesn't mean trusting just anyone. Start small, with people you know well, and gradually expand your network as you vet others for reliability and intentions. Pooling resources can make everyone stronger, but always keep something in reserve. Sharing is crucial, but in times of scarcity, you need to protect your core supplies. Consider bartering for what you need, but never reveal all your cards. Skills can be just as valuable as physical goods, so think about what you can offer in exchange for what you need. Security in numbers is a real advantage, but it requires coordination. Establish routines, set up security rotations, and maintain constant communication within your group. A well organized community can deter threats and manage resources more effectively. But remember, trust is earned. In a crisis, your circle should be small and strong. Number 14. The aftermath, navigating a new normal. The immediate danger might pass, but the aftermath of urban chaos can be just as challenging. The city you knew may not exist anymore. Businesses could be gone, familiar streets unrecognizable, and the social fabric torn. As the dust settles, be cautious. Just because the streets are quiet doesn't mean they're safe. Before you return to your usual routines, assess the situation carefully. Stay informed through multiple sources, not just official channels. Often, the all clear signal comes before it's truly safe. Take your time and trust your instincts. Slowly reintroduce yourself to the new landscape and be prepared for lasting changes. The skills and awareness you've developed during the crises will be vital in this new reality. Recovery will take time and things may never be the same. But with the right mindset, preparedness, and adaptability, you can not only survive but thrive in the aftermath. This isn't just about making it through the chaos, it's about emerging stronger on the other side. We've covered the immediate actions, the gear you need, the long-term survival tactics, and the mental resilience required to make it through urban chaos. But here's the real question. What if this isn't the last time? What if urban arrest becomes the new normal? Are you ready to survive in a world where chaos is just around the corner? Let us know in the comments below, and if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your fellow preppers, and don't forget to subscribe to catch all of our upcoming content. If you really liked the video, check out our other videos by clicking here and here. Remember, stay safe, Stay prepared and always stay ready. If you'd like to check out the products we've shared in this video, the product links can be found in the description below.